Friday the 16th of August, it's like 9:15. I just put Enzo down for his nap and my mum just picked up Daisy to go to her dance class. I'm really sorry, this is like low energy, but I'm like, I need to vlog because I have made a commitment to try and vlog like once a week and like keep you all updated in my life. So I'm just going to try and finish editing last week's vlog because I haven't finished that yet. I am meeting a mum from the first mothers group, the Monday one, for lunch today. So that will be nice. A little bit of a recap since I left you. So my mum and I took Daisy to the Frozen concert and it was put on by Ballarat Performing Arts, I think it was. So it was just like a bunch of kids. So there were like dancing kids and then there were like acting and singing kids. And it was really good. It was really good. It's not very often that I get a chance to see things like that, but now, like, you know, Daisy's growing up. Hopefully she wants to be involved in like some kind of production, you know, in her years. I loved acting growing up. I wanted to be an actress when I grew up. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And I was always like in plays and I was like, part of this like play group in my hometown, and I forget the name of it, but anyway, we put on plays, and then whenever there were productions in schools, like I would, you know, audition and get a part and things like that. Like, it was just, I love doing it. Anyway, that was really cool. And my uncle actually came to visit from Adelaide and stayed with my mum. So we went out for lunch afterwards. Then the next day we went to Sovereign Hill. If you've been to Ballarat, you've probably been to Sovereign Hill. It's a massive tourist thing to do. And Daisy really loved panning for gold. But if you go, you've got to see the lolly demonstration. They demonstrate how they make the boiled lollies, and then you get to have one. There is nothing better than one of those warm boiled raspberry drops. So good. So my uncle went home yesterday. No, he didn't go home yesterday. He went to go stay in Melbourne for a few days yesterday, but I tried to spend as much time with him as I could. So we had him over for dinner twice. And like, he's so nice. Like, it's different because I don't see him very often. He's in Adelaide, and like, it's different getting to know your relative when you're an adult and then you've got your own family. But it was really nice to catch up with him and have his company and, yeah, prioritize that. And then yesterday I caught up with another friend that I met her through my first mothers group with Daisy. It was during COVID and they put a mothers, it was just a hot mess actually. I had a mothers group in person and then I actually had an online one as well. And the online one, I just like didn't, I went to the first one, but then I got put in the in-person one. So I went to that, but it was only 4 sessions. You had to like sit so far apart from each other. You had to sit like, you know, 1.5 meters. We had to wear masks, and it was just, and I missed out on 2 of the sessions. One, I had like a breakdown over breastfeeding, and then the other one, I can't remember, it might have been Daisy's nap time or something like that. I don't know. It's probably having another breakdown, to be honest. I met Emma through there and her daughter, and her daughter and Daisy go to the same daycare, and we caught up. We've just caught up over a few years, and now she's just had a baby boy. He's only like 7 weeks old. So it was cool to like go up for you know, brunch yesterday with our boys. So I've just been, oh yeah, well, Aunt Flo came. I will say, this is TMI, but like after the first 2 periods after having Enzo, honestly, I was just like, just get me a hysterectomy, because it was so painful, it was so heavy, it was so awful, and I was just like, I couldn't do anything. It was debilitating. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to have to go on some kind of birth control. And I really didn't want to have to do that. But I think that this is my 4th. The 3rd one wasn't too bad, but heavy. It's like heavy for like a day or 2, like literally like changing a tampon every hour. And then this one, I didn't even feel it coming on, and I'm just like, oh, I think I'm getting my period. And then it's been like a bit heavy, but nothing like that. And I haven't had the cramps, but I just feel so, just like my energy is just so low, and I just feel tired and puffy, which I don't know, is that like, everyone's period's different, but it's different. It's weird going through like a different cycle. Yeah. Because after Daisy, I was already on fertility drugs by this point. after I had Daisy. So I've just been on like fertility drugs for years. So now it'll be interesting to see like what my body does. And I did notice, you know how I had those pimples last week, like that was because I was getting my period, like really cystic ones. That's a bit of TMI for you, but hopefully my periods just get a bit better from here. I just like I hate feeling it's just so low energy. But the weather here has been beautiful this week. I've gone for a walk, I think like every day, except Monday because I think it was too windy. And then of course today it's just like 13 and rainy. So anyway, I want to try and get this edited. I just want to go to bed. He's awake, but I'm gonna just try and speed through and do my makeup. I still have not ordered this concealer. I'm gonna need a vanilla color soon. It's like $53 for the concealer. So I finished editing the vlog and it's just uploading now, so I'll put it live today. I'm like a week behind in the vlog, so I'll need to make sure I vlog earlier next week. I just had a lot this week going on. Gosh, this morning I woke up, I had like no voice. So in last week's vlog, I talked a little bit about, you know, weight loss and stuff like that. And I just wanted to share what I've been doing because I didn't actually say. I've been trying to get to 10,000 steps a day. So whether that be going for a walk or on my walking pad, or, you know, I've just been tracking it on my phone. I've been trying to put my phone in my pocket because it's more accurate that way. And I have also been doing intermittent fasting. So I usually don't have breakfast. Just have a cup of tea, and then I have lunch and dinner, and I've been trying to stick in a calorie deficit. So working out your total energy, what is it, total daily energy use or whatever like that. You just put in, I think it's TDEE calculator or something like that, and Google it, or you put in your weight and your age and your height, and it tells you how many calories you need to be having for cutting and bulking and then maintenance. So I've just done that, and trying to be in a calorie deficit, and also trying to choose like lower carb kind of things, like more high protein for my meals, high protein or high fat, but just like mainly lower carb, to be honest. I know I did keto years ago. That was back in 2017, and that worked for me so well. I lost a lot of weight then and I looked great. I felt great. It was so good. I did lose all my hair though, because I lost the weight so quick, but that was amazing. So I know that that does work, but like then I went through infertility and I just couldn't do it again. And it's a little bit hard to do when you've got like family meals. But I try and eat kind of like as low carb as I can for other meals. It doesn't help going out for like breakfast and brunch and lunch all the time and these coffee dates, but... So we moved Enzo into his room last week, and last week honestly was not very good. He kept wetting through his nappy, so then you'd have to change his whole outfit, and we do like a double layer, so like a long sleeve singlet onesie underneath and then a zippy suit, and then his sleeping bags would get wet. I actually layer up the sleeping bags, so I have a 3.5 tog and then a bigger size 1 tog over the top, and sometimes both of them got wet. Thankfully not all the time, but then you have to wash them and change everything. And then I think one time that all the sheets got wet. We just used the Coles Cup brand nappies and we've had no problems with them, but then we tried some Huggies in his regular size because I do find them more absorbent. So Huggies size 4 did not work. He wet through. However, not sure if I did it up tight enough. Then I tried a Huggies size 5 girls nappy that I found in the cupboard. That worked, he didn't wet through. Then I had no size 5 nappies left, so Mum had some size 5 pull-ups. So I put a size 4 Huggies on him and then a size 5 pull-up over the top, and that worked. And then the next day we got size 5 boy nappies, Huggies, and they've been working. So he's stopped wetting through. So sizing up the nappies has helped. I just was so, because it would wake him up so much more getting him changed and everything rather than just changing his nappy. Not to mention like we would be so awake as well. So this week he has been really good sleeping through until 4, nearly 5 kind of thing, and also making sure that the room is warm enough. We have a heater in there that's set on to 20, and then we do all his sleeping bags and all of his layers. So today's Friday and we actually don't have any plans for the weekend, which is so rare. We usually always have something on. I know Dean wants to do some yard work. It's not very good weather, so oh, actually we do have plans. Dean actually got given a gift voucher for a steakhouse, and we are going to get Dean's mum to come over and look after the kids, and we're going to go out and have dinner. I don't think that since Enzo's born, we've not had like a little date night just ourselves. We had our 10-year wedding anniversary earlier this year, and we went out for dinner, but we took Enzo because he wasn't even just 2 months old. He was like 7 weeks old, I think. So we didn't want to like leave him with anyone. He was a good boy though. Even when I was pregnant, we were going to go out and do a little date night before Enzo came, but I was just too sick and I couldn't be bothered. I know it sounds so ridiculous, but when you're like that near your end of your pregnancy, and it had been an awful pregnancy, there was just like no point. So we are just gonna like put Enzo to bed and then let Dean's mum come around and feed Daisy dinner, and we would have bathed the kids because we bath them together now. So that would have all been done, and then she just needs to feed her, put her in her PJs and put her to bed, and then wait till we get home. Daisy keeps asking to go to Warrnambool, so I think I'm gonna plan like a little just weekend away or something with my mum and her, and we can all like stay in a cabin or something like that. That would be cute. Just really felt like spring was here this week with the weather, and now we're just gonna get hopefully the last hurrah of winter. That would be fantastic. Really looking forward to some warmer weather. But now that my house is all tidy, I really need to declutter. I need to declutter my wardrobe. So I haven't really been able to work much because since my mum got sick, I've been, had to look after her for a bit. We were in a really good routine of my mum coming over to look after Enzo and Dean's mum looking after Enzo so I could get some work done. And that just hasn't happened for like 2 months since my mum got sick. I haven't really done any like Instagram work, but I really need to declutter my wardrobe. Like there's just so much in there. It's hard because and I hate being in this mind frame, but it's hard because I have been losing some weight and I still want to lose more, and so I don't know what to keep and what to get rid of. But also like my body shape is still different again from last time I was postpartum. Last time I went through doing all these like videos, started doing them when I was a year postpartum. Now like I'm 6.5 months postpartum, but like my belly is just still like gutting. Like it just has not gone down. It's so just there. Whereas I know last time it was like a year and I lost a bit of weight and it was still there, but like it just wasn't like it is now, and my body is just so different, and I've lost like a lot of weight in my legs. Like they've just gone quite thin and I've just got this round belly, and it's so frustrating because obviously you can't control where you lose the weight from. I'm so glad people are just honest now and saying like your body is not the same after you have kids, because it just like literally isn't. Even after you have your second one, it's not the same after you have your first. Like it's so different. So I don't know what to expect. Like, you know how I said last week, I weigh less than what I did when I got pregnant with Enzo. The clothes don't fit the same. Like I'm not wearing the same clothes because they don't fit the same. He literally must have gone back to sleep. I hate these little bits so much. They are so frustrating. Like even when you straighten them, they just stick out. Daisy last weekend wanted her hair straight. It was so frustrating because I just wet her hair to do it, and then she said, no, I want straight hair, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to dry it with the hairdryer, and she hates the hairdryer. She's like, okay. So then I had to dry it and then straighten it. Just as I was like finishing straightening her hair, she's like, oh, now I'm like mummy with straight hair. And I'm like, if I knew that, I would have curled my hair because that would have been 10 times easier and quicker. So she's basically had straight hair all week and she looks so different with straight hair. I'll have to pop in a photo of her. I always wanted like just, you know, hair all the same length, and it's like apart from like this bit, because they're like really fine hair. It's all like the same length now, but it just isn't what I thought it would look like. Like I hate the end, like the blunt end of it. I'm like, oh my God, do I put some layers in it? I don't know. Am I gonna regret that? Like, maybe it'll look better like when it grows a bit longer. I don't know what to do. But Pantene has been going okay. My hair feels like really nice and smooth, and yeah, I will need to probably give myself a bit of a trim soon though. But actually, I can't see any split ends. I actually can't see any split ends. That's wild. I don't think I've ever not had any split ends. You know, like it was a good idea to just get the chop and just let it all grow back. I just filmed a little get ready with me, and this is my outfit. Jeans from Just Jeans, boots from Kmart. This jumper is Betty Basics, and then this is from Target, but a few years ago. I just have embraced like wearing just baggy clothing. Like, I don't know, I usually wear like a fitted top with baggy jeans, but I'm like, I'll just go with the oversized look today. Like, it's so cold and miserable, raining, so don't really care. Like, this is outside, isn't it just miserable? Anyway, Enzo just woke up. It's 11:30 and I'm meeting my friend at 12:15. So I need to get him dressed. So he had like a 2.5 hour nap. What the hell? So bizarre. Hello. Hello, my beautiful Papa. Look at you. This is what I mean when I say I layer the togs. So this sleeping bag is actually not his usual one, but his bigger one. And then I have another one tog underneath. And then your PJs. Hey, beautiful. You had such a big sleep. Look how cute he is. His little walrus jumper. Look at you. Hey, did you want to see yourself? Who's that? Is that Enzo? Is that Enzo? You're a beautiful boy, aren't you? Is it you? Oh, I love you. Say hi, everyone. I'm home. No, it's 20 past 4. Oh my God, things are crazy. I completely forgot I was vlogging. And after I met my friend for lunch, we finished up at like 2:30. Like we just talked. It was so great. It was really, really good. It's like going on a date, because this is like the first time we've like, you know, caught up. So I think that there'll be a second date. After that, I went to Kmart and Coles to get a few things, and then I picked up the D Ruggles. Say hello.
Hello.
Look at ya. Alright, you're just a bit crazy, are you? You spent the day with Grandma?
Yeah.
I had to get some nappies at Coles. Actually, my friend that I caught up with yesterday, she recommended the Spice Taylor little packets of the delicate korma curry. She said that her kids love it, so I just thought, oh well, I'll try it. And it was half price sale at Coles. And then I got a rustic Rogan Josh. I don't know, I've never tried any of these things, so hopefully they're okay. I got the Coles sourdough. I usually get a Woolworths one, but I was at Coles, so I just got this because we're gonna have some of the soup that I made that is in the freezer for lunch tomorrow. And it came out not very exciting, but cat litter bags. And I got this little hat for Enzo. So this is a 6 to 12 month baby hat, because you just honestly never know when you need hats. And then I got myself a new one of these belts, because honestly the one that I was wearing today, it was a really old one. I think these are like $8. Yeah, $8. And it was a really old one, and it was all wearing away like at the end. like because it's just a PU leather, like a fake leather. I probably got the wrong size. I got a medium and I put on the large and it seemed like way too big, so I don't know. Pendagoose. Are you a penny? Are you a pendagoose? Does anyone else's dog just like hang around for food all day? Like if you're in the kitchen, they're in the kitchen because they think they're gonna get something. Like, so this was last week's meals. We had a soy cooker, roast lamb, schnitzels. Actually, we didn't end up doing that because I don't think I even had dinner. I was just by myself. We had my uncle and he said, we'll get whatever Daisy wants. Well, Daisy wants KFC, so we had KFC. Roast chicken, we got lamb chops tonight, and then we're going to Spice Off Steakhouse Saturday night. So I'm gonna redo the rest for next week because it's coming up to the weekend, just so I can plan ahead. And I've written the dates on there as well, so which is so handy because like I was looking at the milk and I'm like, oh, it's off on the 17th. When is that? Just look on the fridge because sometimes I have no idea what day it is. 7:30, Daisy just went to bed. We had barbecue lamb chops for dinner. I'm gonna get unready. I'm gonna take my makeup off. Talking about the weight loss a bit earlier. I got this ring a few months ago. I got a size 7, which should be able to fit this finger, but it didn't. I'm pretty sure it's a size 7. It only really fit on this one and it was a little bit big, but now I can fit it on this finger and I've worn it on this finger all day. So that to me, and these rings are just like they're so big now. Not so big, but like, you know, I can always tell that like I've put on or lost weight by my finger size, which is like obvious. I'm going to take off my makeup. I'll share my little routine with you guys. Now I use these from Woolworths, these makeup cleansing wipes or whatever they're called, pads. I take 3. If you've been watching me a long time, you'll know that I use the Garnier. Now this has changed. They don't stock this everywhere anymore. It's hard to get your hands on. I think that they've changed it slightly, but I have like, how many bottles do I have? 1, 2. I've got 7 bottles back up because I would just buy it when it's on sale for like $5 and stock up. Like I don't regularly shop where it's sold, so I just buy like 4 at a time. Put the makeup remover onto pads and then on my eyes and let it soak in a bit. Oh my god, I had a bit of a cry before because I don't know, I'm so bad with my Instagram messages and I forgot to check them like all week. And this lovely person that I met at Node, I stayed back and helped Melissa do some content, and I met this lovely girl called Megan, and we were just talking afterwards. She did Node Mothers Group last term and we just like hit it off. Like she was so lovely, and it turns out that she gave birth via C-section with the same obstetrician 3 days after I gave birth to Enzo at the same hospital. Like wild. We were in hospital at the same time. And anyway, I didn't check my messages, but she sent me this beautiful message because it was her first baby and she got to do like a council run mothers group, and she's like, oh, you know, if you find you don't find any connections, you're welcome to like come along to ours. We catch up every fortnight. And I just like started bawling my eyes out because it was so sweet, because it's just like, it was just so nice of her to offer that. So I actually keep this container. This is the Bioderma container, but I like it because it's got like the, you push down on it and the solution comes out, but it's just got micellar water in it. I don't know why it's blue. One time I put a blue one in there and it's just blue forever. But I just get a couple of squirts of that on the other makeup pad, and then I go over the top, and you'll be surprised with how much stuff still comes off. But like, I guess, you know, I told her it's just so hard to make friends, and you know, I'm not from here and everything, and she's just so sweet. Like I was just like, oh my god, dear, you know the girl that I met last week, she messaged me, and I was just like tears. I don't know, it was so nice. This was the micellar water one, and then this is the makeup remover. I've been using this SkinCeuticals glycolic cleanser 12%, and I just take some of that. I just rub it between my hands, and I don't wet my face, but I just rub it into my skin for a little bit. Just really work it in there. Dean said that he wants to sleep in tomorrow, and fair enough because he's been getting up to Enzo all week except Tuesday because he wasn't here Tuesday night. He had to stay in bed to go for work. But like he's been getting up and settling Enzo a lot because I haven't been well and I've had my period this week as well. So he wants to sleep in tomorrow. So now it's like quite tacky. I take one of these, oh my god, what are these? Face halos, and I'm gonna wet it. And with it being damp, I'm just going to wash all of that off. And then rinse it and wash like around 3 or 4 times. I find that this is just like really thorough in getting off makeup, this process, because whatever like didn't come off before is definitely gonna come off with this. What I do is I just use like one side per night and then put it in the wash. And when my face is drying off, I brush my teeth. Okay, then I put on the number 7 Advanced Retinol 1.5% Complex. It's a night concentrate. I just do like one palm and put that on my forehead. I don't put it too close to my eyes. When you start doing retinol, you can't do it every night, but now it doesn't matter. Like I skip maybe like 2 nights a week. I definitely need to move up in percentage of retinol. I don't know if it's making a difference. This is my 2nd tube of this. So the 1st tube lasted a really long time. I was using it before I was pregnant, and then I could not wait to start using my retinol again after I wasn't pregnant. I really like this. This is the L'Oreal Revitalift Filler Hyaluronic Acid Serum 1.5%. This is my 2nd bottle of this and I use it morning and night. Sometimes I don't use it at night because I do wonder if it takes away the effectiveness of the retinol serum, but I don't really bloody know. Anyway, I just take like 1 drop of that kind of thing to my hands. It's just like a drink for your skin basically. And my Nivea cream, I picked this big tin from Aldi actually. Usually it comes in like a smaller tin, but the ingredients are like slightly different. I don't know why, but love this cream. It's not the best in the tin, but I found since moving to this like something more softer for my skin. My skin's been better. I don't know, it's hard to say because I was on all of those fertility drugs and hormones like for so long, so I don't really know what to expect from my skin. It does really love this, and I can actually really recommend it. It just gives my skin a big drink, even though like I always had an oily skin, but I find it really helps hydrating it. So yeah, that's my skincare. I've actually been using these teeth whitening strips because I'm like, I need to do it because I'm so pale. My teeth look just really yellow, so I've been doing these Oral-B 3D white strips at night. Just put them on for half an hour, but I've only done it like 5 times. It says you can see results up to 5 times, but I'm going to use like the whole packet and then see where I'm at. It comes with like 14. There was already like 1 missing, so I don't know, they're probably like well out of date. Yeah, they're well out of date. I'm not even going to tell you how old they are, but surely they're fine. Anyway, it's like I do need to dye my brows, so I really need to do that. Anyway, oh, the final step to my get unready with me, get ready for bed, is Lanolips 101 ointment. If you are not using this at night, you need to be using it. When I don't, actually I have to use it like every night, but like I remember when I just started using it, I would notice the difference in me not using it versus using it at night. Like my lips would just get dry and flaky and crack, and they don't with this. It's so good. It's like amazing. You don't even need that much. You just take like the tiniest amount just before bed and you're good to go. Anyway, I am going to put my teeth whitening strips in and jump in bed and watch some Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.